What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're working on Dino, right, the Toyota FJ, and this one we haven't used for maybe 2 months now, so not such a long time, but we haven't given it some use. I finally decided to use it, so we put this one to rest. We started using this one, and all of a sudden we're getting a misfire. Like literally you have to check engine light blinking on and off, and yeah, let me show you. All right, and I can feel it vibrate. I can feel the car, I can feel the truck vibrate, even my screen. But see, right there. All right, so we're getting the check engine light misfire, right? So it's turning on and off, and so I did what I think everyone should do is I went to go get my codes read, right? So I took it in this case to O'Reilly's, and surprise, surprise. Before doing so, I do want to mention that I looked it up on Google, and honestly, there were a few things that were, let's say, concerning. One of them, I read on one thread that this one guy found out that a valve was like, that wouldn't like shut all the way closed, and they had to replace the engine because it was under warranty. So I'm like, okay, I mean, obviously I wouldn't replace the engine, right? I would just take off the head and take the head to get a machine and get a, well, I don't even think I would take the head to get a machine. I would just get a new valve, right? But either way, that's still the big job. Honestly, that's a big job. So I'm like, I don't want to do that, right? I mean, if I have to, I will, but it's not, you know, I'm not looking towards doing that, right? So that's step number one. That's what I read, right? And then I also read something about the VVTIs, that they go bad and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know what? It can be a VVTI. That's right. You know, I looked up what are the symptoms of it, and it does stuff like this. It starts like misfiring and stuff. But what I also read was that for the VVTI, depending if it's on bank 1, which bank 1 is, I believe, 1, 3, and 5, okay, cylinders 1, 3, and 5, and bank 2, which I think are cylinders 2, 4, and 6, it would misfire all 3 of that side. So if it's bank 1, then it's gonna misfire those cylinders. If it's bank 2, it's gonna misfire those cylinders on that side. So I took the car to get the check engine scanned, and it came up with something way easier than all of that, right? It came up with a P0301, and it says that it indicates that cylinder 1 had too many misfires within a predetermined period of time, and most likely solution, replace ignition coil. Here it is, right there. All right, that's what it is. Luckily, I do remember that I marked each one of them that I swapped. I put a date on them, I'm pretty sure. So there's only one that I didn't swap, and I am very, very hoping that it's that one that's messing up, which will make total sense, right? So I searched it up, and I believe this side, which is the passenger side, is bank 1. So obviously the first one would be cylinder 1. Let me just double check that before I take stuff off, and we'll get it cracking right now. All right, as you can see here, quick Google search once again is telling you that the arrow is to the front of the vehicle, and it tells us right there the bank number. So bank 1 and bank 2, right? All right, so we got our only 2 that we'll be using today, which is our 10 mil. And now we can take off this. So easy. Let's see our filter. How does it look? I haven't checked that out in some time. Oh, still looks good. It looks really good. Maybe a leaf right here. Yeah, it looks perfect. So you see, I marked them new 11,924, but I'm seeing oil here. Is that what's going on? I don't see oil at the tip. I don't know what happened. I don't think this is my rating. It's 24. New. That's funny because I marked them myself and I didn't mark them there. Let me show you. See, this is where I marked them on the side, and you can tell on this one I didn't mark it. Some oil here too. All right. So we're gonna swap them. I'm gonna put this one over here, but you know what? Since I did find oil on this one, I'm just gonna take off the spark plug while we're at it, just to make sure we don't have anything there. All right. Okay. Feels one in. Oh, that feels so loose. Super loose, if you ask me. Okay. Looks like some oil, but this looks kind of dry. Huh. What? I feel like this one burnt. Look at that. No way. Yeah, usually this is a sign of these going bad. Let me check the other one. Alright, let's see this one. Alright, kind of seeing some oil also. You see how now it's clean. Look, okay. So kind of like the same thing as with the other one. A little bit of oil. Oh look, it's starting to build up here. Is this oil? Yeah, I think it is. Okay. So these are Denso K20HR-U11? Or U11, right? Alright, we're just gonna swap them all together. So whatever was here, okay, whatever was on this cylinder, we're just gonna put it on this one and we'll go from there. I'm just gonna swap the spark plug for now and leave the coil packs as they were. That way, once we rescan, I can see if it's the spark plug, and if it's still on cylinder 1, then most likely it's gonna be the coil pack, so I could just swap those super easy, right? So we'll do that. All right, so it's back to misfiring. I guess next up is let's go to O'Reilly's again, and yeah, let's go ahead and read out the codes. Hopefully now it reads cylinder 3. Believe it or not, I actually scanned it twice. I took it to AutoZone and then O'Reilly's, because the one in AutoZone was taking forever. This one took like 10 seconds. I like this one. So the AutoZone one took like 2 minutes, I kid you not. This one picked it up real quick, so we're done. And now we're just gonna take this inside and we'll get a report. All right, guys, so after going to both O'Reilly and AutoZone, we got the same exact results, which is P301. This one is again from AutoZone, and we got a P301. So it's definitely not the spark plug, but honestly, I want to say maybe next month I'll go ahead and order a brand new set. I didn't like how those spark plugs look. So yeah, I'll swap spark plugs later. For now, I'm gonna need to order a ignition coil, so just one. But it's time to go to work, so on my way back, I'm gonna stop by and pick that up, and then we'll pick it up from there. All right, guys, so we are finally back from work, and on my way here I stopped by AutoZone and I got me ignition pack, right? So we're gonna go ahead and swap that now. All right, so we got the original one off, and this one reads the part here. It says Denso 90919-02248. So this is it. So for this one, the Duralast one, it's part number C for Charlie 1426, right there. All right, and it looks like this. Oh, has the part number on top too. That's cool. And this is the OEM one, so it matches. They look just alike. Okay. Hopefully we won't be needing tools anymore, at least not for tonight. Hopefully. And we can just put this away. For now, let's just put it right here. Wow. Sweet. All right, well, first things first, there's no fuel. Very, very low on fuel. So low that the light is on, so yeah, that's bad. I didn't want to put fuel in it because I didn't know if the problem was going to go away, so I was like, you know what, let's just fix that first and then we'll go with the fuel. Second part is I'm noticing that it's running smoother, but we'll see. Let's let it run for a little bit and then we'll check. Oh, she sounds good. She's back. Oh yeah. You know what? Seems like she's back. Super happy for that. Bam. And with that, no more misfires. Victory for us today, and it was obviously something so simple, so easy to fix, which is always a good news. So yeah, she's back with us, right? But with that being said, guys, it's just a little bit crazy how things go bad from not using them. You know, pretty much it's not like we didn't use the truck for a year or years, you know, or several months. It was just 2 months. That's it, just 2 months. That's all it took, and one coil pack went bad. I don't know what's up with that. I did notice that it's got some oil seeping very, very lightly from like the valve cover. So we're gonna go ahead and order some stuff, right? So we'll do valve cover gaskets, right? And then we're gonna do a bunch of sealing up on this engine so it doesn't leak anymore. But with that being said, guys, I know this is a super short one. I hope this is somewhat useful to anybody, and yeah, I hope you guys like the content. I try to put out there for you guys every Friday, but sometimes I get busy. Not to mention, now days are way shorter in the sense that by the time I get out from work, it's like already dark, so it's pretty hard to pick up the cam and do stuff with no sunlight, honestly. Not to mention, I don't have much lighting. In all honesty, I don't have much lighting, so that keeps me from doing my videos. But I'll try my best posting videos still. I'll try my best picking up the camera on the weekends and seeing what I got for you guys, and hopefully you guys like the content. So with that being said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and most of all, have a good day. Peace.